We're on our way to meet Christopher Kane, who is celebrating his 5th anniversary at London Fashion Week. Christopher Kane is one of London's biggest stars. He's been showing at London Fashion Week for 5 years now, and he has the backing of big names like Anna Wintour, and he works for Donatella Versace, designing their diffusion line. So I'm really excited to see what he's got up his sleeve and what he's got to show us for Spring Summer 12. So Christopher, can you talk us through the Spring Summer 12 collection?
Sure.
Backstage before it all happens.
It's actually looking very relaxed. Just finishing touches. It was all about doing something different to last season, just because that's the sort of person I get bored really easily. I can't just stay stagnant. I like to just have a jolt or I'll fall asleep. But this season it's short, mid-thigh, slightly athletic, all really short shoes. Have you seen the shoes? Like flat, slightly sporty, very sporty. Some are jeweled, some are like brocade. So there's a contrast there, but really fresh, optimistic.
Where'd the idea for the flats come from?
Well, it's always, when you think of flats, it's always good to do a little bit of something good, something exciting. And they are sort of like kiddie shoes in a way, so that's kind of good as well. These are all like based on like teenage bedrooms. You know, you used to go to school in your jotters, your workbooks, and you used to cover them in wallpaper and stuff.
Yes, I do.
But remember, you used to be like that. You could see an insight into people's houses. I was obsessed with that, and I'd be like that. Oh my God, they've got that wallpaper in their house.
Oh my God, I love that.
This is a girl you always wanted to be at school. You hated her really, because she's so beautiful. So,
girl, yeah.
So she's really beautiful at the beginning, athletic. Then in the middle, it becomes really erratic, really electric. She becomes all stickers.
Stickers?
Yeah, I'll show them in a minute.
They're like sort of schoolbook stickers.
Yes. And then the end is like beautiful, like amazing, like really bold shapes and embroidery, jewel.
Wow. So she's athletic, then she's erratic. What's the last bit?
Yeah, she's a swan.
A swan?
Yeah, the girl, like that's the best way, but the girl at school that you were like,
So the gorgeous girl at school that got all the boys?
Yeah, basically.
This jumper's nice.
Yeah. Beautiful
I love how the
cashmere.
shows always have jumpers at the start.
Do you know what? I just like to ground it. I think a beautiful jumper just grounds something.
Yeah.
And it's super sporty, and it has the girl you hate quality. You should wear that when I mean, it's getting dark. See, when you do the collection, you draw on your fabrics and loads of fabric. It always just fuses like the 3 weeks before when you've got samples, and you start to think of characters or people. We do a lot of our own textiles, we work a lot with embroidery, we do a lot of prints, but it's always just to come up with our own and put a stamp on something. Even if it's the neon leather from it's laser cut, like so identifiable as mine now, and yeah, so it's good to have something that just stands out and amongst generics, do you know what I mean? But it's good to have the punch in there too. The middle section is just a jolt of colour that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Because I think people expect, oh, it's really sherbety and pure, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Bang. Erratic.
Yeah, she's really in her sports gear now. It's like full-on colour.
Look at that jacket.
Yeah.
See, this to me is like a very U shape.
Yeah,
like
beautiful.
a signature, but made new.
Splicing. These are the stickers.
This is amazing. So this is like sort of traps behind.
Plastic. So it's all heat pressed on. We designed, we took photographs of flowers, added all these in the computer. We basically sent them to a company who do these sort of heat transfers. Yeah, and they came back and we were like, oh, these are going to hopefully look great. And they came back looking like, yeah, amazing. This is like the new embroidery besides the embroidery. It's just something cool.
It's lovely.
Like that's the goal. It's like a beautiful little ship.
That's going to do a nice under the light thing, isn't it? So how many layers is in there?
There's like 3 layers. 1, 2, 3. So it gives, every layer is different.
That must have been a nightmare to try and design, like a lot of trialing.
A lot of trialing. This fabric is really great, but it's a hard one to work with because it's, try to sew it, but you don't get an effect like it. I think the most nerve-wracking part is the fittings and the speed that work. You have to work at such a fast speed, like especially yesterday, like I was saying, there was such a busy schedule and models coming in at 12:30 at night and basically working all hours, and that's when I think it's just through tiredness, but when you're backstage you all know it's sorted, it's all fitted properly, so there's nothing to be nervous about. Embroidery that I worked on, it's kind of derivative of wallpaper that I was looking at, or geometrics, but just super graphic.
Beautiful.
But I mean, it just feels great in that dress.
That dress looks amazing.
It's like a huge pillowcase.
Look at that.
Super heavy, but all the dresses, like I say, they have these splicing details that are beautiful. So they just give enough away, and I think it's good to keep it quite compact as well, the length and all that. Like, and I don't think you need much more detail except that.
Fab.
It'll come together and you see it all on. It's exciting.
Athletic, erratic, glamour.
Madness, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's me as a person. I'm not going to sit around and just be like, do the same pencil sketch for the rest of my life. I want to keep evolving, I want to keep learning and changing, and it's a good thing. It keeps people excited as well, let's face it. And it keeps people wanting to come to the show, and it keeps me excited because I'm working with new things. It's my personality. I get bored so easily. Like 1 minute I love it, and 2 seconds later I'm like cutting it apart. So.
The thing about a Christopher Kane show is you always need to go away and sort of decipher all the different things that he's made you think about. My favourite section was in the middle. It was like the floral section, where there were like stickers underneath like sheer layers, and there was like fantastic pansies, which really reminded me of my granny. Then there were sort of weird things, which I think people are going to take a little while to sort of digest, like the flat shoes, which look a bit like the sort of shoes you might wear if you were camping to go to the shower block. And then there was this fantastic sort of jewels at the end, like embellished dresses, jewels on jeans, lots of stuff that I know the Christopher Kane woman is going to want to buy and wear.